There's as many ways to get there as there are people wanting to get there. Being Adele is not the only way that you can be a professional singer. There's a lot of other ways that you can go around doing these things. And you can kind of experiment with this and find the ones that resonate with you the most. It's okay to take that time and really figure out what's right for you.
But first, you really have to ask the question, what do you want? Because that'll determine which ways you choose to make money as a singer. And there are a lot of them. I'm Draven Gray.
And I'm Michael Amidei.
And we're with The Unleashed Singer, where we use our 50 years combined experience as professional singers, performers, producers, and songwriters to help you become the singer you've always wanted to be. Don't you wish you could make money as a singer? I know we all think that. How do we make money at being a singer? Well, the good news is here, there are a lot of ways to do that. But first, you really have to ask the question, what do you want? Do you want this as a hobby? You want a serious hobby? You want to be a weekend warrior? You know, where you just play every weekend, you have a full-time job still? Do you want to make this a career? Do you want a part-time job and part-time career in this? What do you want? Because that'll determine which ways you choose to make money as a singer. And there are a lot of them.
You know, there are so many ways. Teaching voice is one, performing. Now, whether that could be performing with a band, that could be performing to audiences, that could be performing at a church in a paid position, that could be doing all kinds of different things in the world of singing and performance. Now, you don't have to do all of these jobs. You can choose the ones that give you energy, the ones that make you feel excited and that you love doing, and that you might be tired after you've done a night of performing, if that's what you love to do. But you're going to feel energized by it. You're going to be thinking about what can I do to do better next time, or where can I take this? This is important.
Well, we have students that would rather just sit and write songs than to do any of the other work involved, to get shows or to record. I have some in particular that just love recording.
Those are different careers.
There are ways, and there are ways to build up doing that. I'm thinking of Ariana, one of the professional musicians, one of my students turned me on to. This is a guy that built up his whole career recording. He had, I think, one or two really famous singers on his first album that I'm sure he paid for. Second album, he had 4. Third album, he had like 7 or 8, and then some friends that sang the rest. The last album, everybody on there was a famous singer. Now, this is just one example, and I know you're a singer, but what if you teamed up with others? And then this guy in Arion, if you look him up, he plays once a year, 3 nights in Amsterdam, sold out. That's it. He didn't want to tour, so he found another way.
And I think the point is that there's as many ways to get there as there are people wanting to get there. There's a lot of different ways to put this together. But I think one of the reasons we want to do this video was to basically say, being Adele is not the only way that you can be a professional singer. There's a lot of other ways that you can go around doing these things. And I think it's the first big part of that is trying to understand who you are and what you really want. And maybe you don't know right away, and you can kind of experiment with this and find the ones that resonate with you the most. It's okay to take that time and really figure out what's right for you.
I mean, do you want to be a session singer? Do you want to be in the studio recording songs for other people all the time, so you're getting their demos done for them? That can be a lot of fun if you enjoy just being in the studio. Do you want to be famous? Like, do you want to be on stage in front of hundreds of thousands of people, or tens of thousands, or 400, or a small room where it's intimate? See, those are all different. They're all different paths. Do you want to write for others? Do you want to just sing in the shower? That could be it. So what do you define as success in that? What energizes you in that? Where do you see yourself? Get that vision down. And there's probably multiple ways you could actually make money doing it within that. You gotta write it out and just brainstorm it. Write it all out. Do you want to teach singing? Are you where you could teach singing? Oh, wait, maybe you could teach singing to beginners because you're pretty good at it right now. You don't know the technical stuff yet. You can learn as you go. And then choose that one that energizes you and go for it. If you find multiple that energize you, Choose one. Go all in on it. Learn the process. And you might find halfway through that process, like, this isn't what I thought it was. Let me go to another one that looked really cool. Okay, and then once you go all in on that, expand from there. You're not limited in one thing.
And I think one thing I want to close with here is that I want to just quickly, and I know it takes sometimes a longer conversation, but I want to just assure everybody watching, if you have doubts about the ability to make a living as a musician, it is absolutely possible. And it's been possible for centuries, and it's possible now more than ever. So if you want to find out more about how to do these things, you want to find out more about the technique and the career advice, kind of like the things we're talking about here, make sure you stick with us. We have a lot of great information.
See you soon.